massage and a belly rub. Nothing makes me feel more relaxed. I like my ears rub. I like my paws rub. I like my back rub. I like my tail rub. I like to relax while I have a massage. It's my favorite thing to do. But if you really want to know what I like, listen close. Rub my belly, rub my belly, rub my belly, my belly, my belly. Rub my belly, rub my belly, rub my belly, my belly, my belly. I like my ears rub. I like my paws rub. I like my back rub. I like my tail rub. I like to relax. A massage and some snacks. It's my favorite thing to do. But if you really want to know what I like, listen close. Rub my belly, rub my belly, rub my belly, my belly, my belly. Rub my belly, rub my belly, rub my belly, my belly, my belly. I go walking down the street. 1, 2, 3. I go walking down the street. Look at me. Come on, all you doggies, won't you walk with me? I'm the puppet, 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 puppet dog. I go walking down the street. Yes, I do. I go walking down the street. How about you? My mama has a puppet toy that we can shoot. I'm the puppet, 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 puppet dog. I'm the puppet, 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 puppet dog. Come on, all you doggies, won't you walk with me? I'm the puppet, 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 puppet dog.
Hi there, welcome to the Animal Intuitive channel. I'm Angela Webb, and here we have episodes about animal communication, natural pet care, and interviews with experts in the fields of animal care and advocacy. Hopefully everything is running okay. I was missing a microphone wire for a minute there, so it was a little crazy, but hopefully you guys can hear me. It's good to see people in the chat. Hi, Judy Ann. We're going to be talking with Judy Ann's cat tonight, Minerva. And, if anyone else has any questions, we're going to be having some Q&A, and you can ask me anything. That's what this episode is for. So I appreciate everybody being here tonight. And if you're watching the replay, thank you. So, hi, everybody. And I am just going to, because I was a little crazed there, going to have to bring in Minerva in an unexpected way last minute. So here we go. She's really cute, so it's worth waiting. Hold on, Minerva's coming. She's really adorable, guys. Hold on. She's like this little fuzz bucket. Not to call her a bucket, but you know what I mean. She's adorable. Okay. All right, and if anybody a little bit later after I talk with her has any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat, and I will get to them. Oh, my husband's telling me he can hear the fan on the computer because, okay, my microphone, all right, I don't know what to do about that. Hopefully that's better. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it a different way here. Let me see. There she is. How cute is she? Okay, let me just see. Oh, sorry, Gia. I didn't mean to steal your thunder with another kitty cat, but I might have to move her over here because it's the way it's working. Okay. All right. So, yes, Dan. Thank heavens for Dan. Okay. So, it's good to see everyone, and let's get going. By the way, if you're new here and you have never seen me do this, I'm communicating live with this kitty cat, and we're also, oh, you know what, I forgot. Judy Ann was going to I was going to give her the link, and she was going to call in. I forgot. So just fast forward. Sometimes when I'm listening, if I'm kind of silent and I'm listening to the animal, it's quiet because that's what I'm doing. So I encourage you to keep listening and to, stick with us and just fast forward if you don't want to wait for that. Okay, so you just come on in, Judy Ann, if you can. And I don't know if she's going to be able to put the camera on Minerva at home. That would be great. How cute is she? I think she said she's 3 or 4. Okay, so if you're unfamiliar with animal communication, what I'm doing is understanding what an animal is feeling and thinking. So I'm giving that information to the pet parent or obtaining information from the animal. I'm using telepathic communication, so telepathic senses. So that means I might be seeing images or little videos and always going for the feeling that goes along with it. Super important. And sometimes you're hearing things, and that means like auditory telepathy you might have heard of. It just means that you've got like sentences in your mind that's coming from the animal, and you can smell things, you can taste things the animal's tasting. Oop, I'm going to put you over here. Okay. And I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Okay.
Alrighty. And sometimes it's just a knowing. Oh, she's gonna. Hi.
Stay on the
Hello.
screen.
Oh my goodness. Hi there. Hi, cutie pie. Look at her. Do you know what she is? Is she like a Maine Coon mix, or do you don't know?
She's so tiny. She looks Maine Coonish to me, but she is like 5.5 pounds. So I would say she's not
tiny.
Maine Coon for her size.
Yeah.
She's a rescue. So she was found very injured on the streets of Kuwait. And so we don't know what she is.
Oh, she's okay. So she might be a breed we're not really as familiar with here. Okay. Well, that's fine. Okay. Alrighty. So let me know what you would like to have me discuss with her, anything you'd like me to convey to her, or anything you want to understand better about what she's thinking or feeling.
Yeah, she's the third kitty, and I hadn't really planned on adopting a third kitty. But the people in Kuwait the people that rescued her and had her for 6 months at a veterinary clinic there, they wouldn't let her come to the U.S. I foster, and I said I'd foster her, and they wouldn't let her go unless I would keep her. So I just kept her.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like she thinks she's the third wheel sometimes,
Okay.
like,
Don't tell me anything. That way I like to go in without information, so that's fine. I'm just having a problem with my light here. Okay. All right. I probably shouldn't have gotten too much light in my eye like that. I've got this thing angled at an angle that's like flickering, but just deal with it. Okay. Alrighty. Hi, cutie. Can she see me? Is she like looking at the screen? Okay.
Yeah, she's looking at the screen.
Okay, let me move this too, because everyone wants to see her, not that. There we go. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to listen to her and convey information. So if you're watching the replay, just, you can always click the button on the screen or, on your computer and fast forward. She's just right now like, what am I doing here? What is this? So I'm explaining to her that I understand what she's thinking and feeling and asking her if she will be willing to talk to me. And so when I give information and get information, whatever I get, I give to the person. So even if I don't understand it, I want to give that information because it might be something that makes sense to you. And then you can always let me know if it doesn't, and we can attempt to clarify it. And if it does make sense, also just let me know if you've got it and that makes sense. Okay, so the first thing she's showing me are these little, they almost to me like look what I would call, they look like taffy, like pink little in the shape like that. It looks like a taffy shape. And I'm seeing like a pastel, like a pink. I don't want to assume it's taffy because I'm seeing it through her eyes, but that's just the way that like my brain is comprehending it, is, that's what it looks like to me. So let me go with the feeling of it and see what that feeling is. Okay, it feels like something she would like to consume. I might even say it's a treat, and my brain is just blowing it up, like the image in that shape. Something exciting. It's something, it gets her like excited. So I don't know if immediately that shape, that color means anything to you. Hold on 1 second. Having another light issue. Stand is not good. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. So if that doesn't make sense to you, I'll see if anything comes from that, but we'll move on. And at some point, sometimes things make sense later, but that's fine. Okay. Hi there. Okay. So let me see what else. Let's just see how she's adjusting. And how long ago did you get her?
Oh, probably 2 years ago.
Okay. So it's more like just how she's doing and
Right.
dealing with the other cats. She has 2 other cats there, or
Yes, but she stays separate from one cat that's older. They don't get along, so
Okay.
the older cat doesn't want to have any other cats. So we switch out the bedroom.
Okay, don't tell me anything. I'll just see. That's okay. Don't worry. I know sometimes you start talking, it's like, wait. It's hard to think. I shouldn't say anything. Okay. She says it's her response to that is more like, she does have some fear about the other cat, but she doesn't care. Like, I don't feel like it's hurt feelings or anything like that. It just feels like more of a fear-based response, and she doesn't really care. Like, she's not concerned about the situation, having to be separated and everything. She says, like, I'm fine with it. It's just how things are.
Okay.
She says, I can handle it. So I feel like she's saying, I'm not, like, weak. I can handle some adversity, for lack of a better way to put it. Like, everything doesn't have to be perfect. She does consider you mom. She feels very much like a little princess. Very well taken care of. She says, I'm a cat who knows what I want. And I'm very just willing to experience, like, take things in. Like, if I want something, I really want it. I don't know how else to put it. Like, I'm really pleased when I get what I want. I feel like she's not like a cat that's just kind of lackadaisical about things. Like, she's actually really curious and interested in certain things and excited when she gets them. She says manhandled. So I feel like at some point in the past she felt manhandled. And I feel like there's some remnants of that, like a more of a concern about men. Men might hurt her, do something to her she doesn't like. She says tease. So I feel like she was teased and tricked. Somebody really didn't treat her right. She says, I'm very trusting, actually. Like, my nature is to be really trusting. So it was easy for them to do that, which is terrible. Eat. She says she would like to eat. So I feel like that thing before is something she wants, like right now. She wants like a treat. Snack.
She's very picky. Very picky.
Is that something that is a question for you? Like, what's the pickiness?
Sometimes
Just...
I'll put out like 4 different kinds of food and see what she
Okay.
will eat that day.
She says, I ask her, like, what does she like? What is something she would like to do? What is she inclined to do? And she shows me herself walking along a sidewalk outside, as though she would like to be able to explore outside.
That is absolutely. She sits by the door and tries to get out we have foxes and coyotes and everything around.
Yeah.
And so I did buy her one of the clear backpacks, and I was going to try when it's a little nicer out to see if she would like to be in the backpack. I've thought about getting maybe a stroller as a possibility. It's just not a possibility for her to walk around outside.
Yeah. What about a leash? Can you control the situation, or are they if things too dangerous?
I could do a leash would be a possibility.
Okay.
If she would adjust to a harness kind of thing.
I'll explain that to her. Because I feel like a lot of it is rooted in wanting to explore. So there's an element of that in like doing that in a carrier or whatever, that type of thing. But I feel like she really wants like paws on the ground. She wants to explore, smell the smells close to the ground, that kind of thing. So it might be worth giving that a shot, like trying the harness too, so she can do that.
Yeah, she definitely wants to get out all the time. I'm very conscious
Yeah.
when I go in and out that she's sitting right against the door.
Okay. I'm just telling her she says actually she's aware of the smells out there. I feel like she does pick up on, look at her, she picks up on the smells of wildlife. So it's like she has a sense of the danger. She's so cute. I'm just warning her they could really hurt her. or worse.
I know.
She says the thing with the food, I feel like, is it's still to her like unfamiliar. She doesn't really understand it. Let me see what that means. Okay, so the way that she ate previously in her previous life was more scavenger, like she got things that were more exciting to her. So some of the food that, she has to have inside as an inside cat is not exciting. Like she's really prey driven is what I'm getting at. She would really like a bird. So that's like the basis, I think, of not wanting that food.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever tried partial cooked or raw. That might be something that...
The one thing she loves is the freeze-dried chicken that I just get in a package of freeze-dried chicken, and I sprinkle it on top of her food each evening. She can hear that package anywhere in the house, and she comes bolting for that. So maybe I just need to offer that more. It's definitely more natural. It's just a freeze-dried chicken breast.
Okay.
So maybe I have to go more something like that. I don't feel like it's a complete diet. So
Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah. That might be what she's referring to, because it was like a pink light color. That might be what I was seeing before. But yeah, I think something more that, and I'm not recommending it. I can't recommend. I'm not a vet. I don't diagnose or treat or recommend, but that's what I'm just thinking about options that, that would, and that's what she's giving me, is that desire for,
okay.
as they say, biologically appropriate protein.
Okay.
Anything that I said that
her brother cat she's out in the house with?
what she thinks about him?
Yeah, did she mention Ollie at all? Because sometimes she seemed to like him, and sometimes she's very irritated by him.
Okay. Which one is he? Like, what would he look like?
Right, he's Ollie. You talked to him before.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, irritated would be a word I would use. Habits, okay. She doesn't like habits he feels like he smells, and that might be litter box related. I feel like it's she's saying that generally speaking, but I think it's to do with his litter box odor. She says he comes up behind me. She doesn't like
does.
that.
He sneaks. Yep.
Oh, she doesn't like that.
And he's deaf. He's the one, he is. So I have given her a litter box. She prefers a litter box with just the pee pads in it, like a smooth surface. She doesn't really like the surface of the litter. So she kind of has separate litter boxes than he does, but they're kind of in the same proximity.
Yeah, she has his odor. This might be his other end too, just his hind end. But she says it really is like that, just like irritation at a like sibling, like just familiarity almost breeds contempt, like just this like irritation at your little like quirks, little things you do, and that's what she's referring to about him. So I don't feel like it's just an out and out like I can't stand this cat, this other cat. It's just this like irritation. just asking if there's anything else. She's wants to say. Stand still. She keeps saying it. Stand still. I don't know. Does that mean something to you about him? She goes, stand still, standing, stand still, like this word, stand.
I know he does kind of hide and pounce out at her. I don't know if that's like she'll come around the corner and he'll be crouched down there waiting for her.
She's so freaking cute. Look at her arms. They're so cute. They're like bear arms. Let me see if that's what. Yeah, I feel like that could be it. She's just like, it's this still like waiting. That's, yeah. She keeps talking about something on the ceiling. To me, it's almost like a fan, but I'm not sure. It's something that's moving up there. So it's either, like, she's showing it to me like a shadow. You know how fans make a shadow on the ceiling? And she goes, like, staring at it. I'm staring. Like,
We have
that's...
ceilings in every room.
Okay. So that's a big interest of hers. That's something that's very exciting. She wants me to tell me about that. Like, she's... it feels like some frustration too, because she can't get to it, but it's exciting. She would like to. She wishes she could get up there and bat at it. Oh, it's frustrating.
I could hang some toys up for her though.
Oh,
So
yeah.
maybe-
That's a good idea. Yeah. Anything else for her? Because I feel like she's basically, you know, she likes her life. I think she's just, you know, overall, like, my summary would be that she likes her life. She loves you. She's just frustrated with not being able to go out, explore. You know, she deals with the other cat, and she's tolerates Ollie.
Yeah.
And there might be something going on just because of what just to let you know, like, I could be totally wrong, but you might want to just check out his number 2, like, see if it seems off to you. It's just the smell is like, to me,
he's pure white, and I keep him like he has a sanitary cut, so I do watch him pretty closely, but I can certainly.
it's the smell that's,
Okay.
you know, you know, it it comes across to me like hot, like gosh, almost like something that's been sitting in the heat for a while, which it's like I'm so sorry everyone, this is kind of gross. It's like coming across like maybe it's not moving through him quickly enough, so it's kind of sitting there and then developing. So it could be maybe it's just something to do with like getting a little constipated or something like that. which could just be something like not having enough water. So the only reason I say that, again, is I'm not a vet and I'm not trying to diagnose or anything like that, but there are these things that come up when you're communicating with animals that you don't want to not mention because it could be helpful, and it could just be something that's very easy to fix. It's just like a little thing that, maybe, sometimes cats don't drink enough water. You put water in their food, they get more water, that kind of thing. And that's what's coming up. So I don't want to not mention it because it's,
Okay.
it could be something worth looking at or noticing, because
Yeah.
we would live with them, and sometimes we just get used to stuff. We don't necessarily always notice that some things, or they come like that, like, so it's like, that's just, that's
Right.
how he is.
But it's annoying her.
It bothers her. So
Maybe that's why she doesn't go in the same litter box, that she wants a different box. So
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't want to be in his litter box for sure. So yeah. All right. Is there anything we didn't touch on, or is there anything you want me to expand on, or?
No, I think that's basically it. I don't think the vet in Kuwait amputated her tail, but that doesn't seem to bother her. She never has, seemed like that was a concern. She's just like a little stump of a tail.
Yeah, no. I don't
So,
feel it's a big deal for her. No.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure, like as a third kitty, that she felt like she was part of the family. And
Oh yeah. She definitely, I just get this princess. Like, that's the princess. Yeah. She definitely does. Yeah. You've made
okay.
a great home for her. She's so
Oh,
cute. And thank you so much for sharing her with us. She's adorable.
yeah, she's a sweetie.
All right. We'll
All
give
right.
her a kiss from all of us.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Really
you're welcome. Thank you. Okay, so let me just check the chat because I know I didn't look at the chat. Okay, so yes, we're so glad you're here. Good night, Owl and Melmac. And if you have any questions, feel free to jump in. Okay, so Tammy, you wanted to know how Lady's doing. She also did something to her paw. Not exactly sure what, but limping. Okay. Do you want to click the link? Can you come in, or Tammy? And also, yeah, while I'm just here waiting to see, because sometimes there's a delay, so Tammy might not have heard me say that yet. But just wanted to mention, if anybody ever has any show topics that they're interested in, please feel free to let me know. And let me see. And yeah, we can always. Yeah, I was trying to get Tammy's attention to see if she wants to come on, like if she wants to click the link. Let me see if I can. Okay. All right. Yeah, if anybody ever has any topics, I'm always looking for topics. Sometimes it's just, I can come up with things, but I don't always know if they're things people are interested in. And I'm also wanted to ask if people see my community posts, because I can communicate through there, but I never really know unless people say something back to me that, or hit the like or something. Like, I see community posts people post, and I don't always read, I don't always respond. Like, I don't always hit the like or comment. So I'm wondering if people see them, because seeing if you can, yes, just seeing if you can connect with her. I can, yeah. So I would love to know if people see the community post, like if if you could put in the chat if you do or you don't. And then, I don't know. If you see them, let me know maybe if you have a second, because I'm just curious about that. I'm always trying to find these things out because community posts, you would see them if you're subscribed to a channel, and even if you're not, I think you could just be scrolling through YouTube or just go on YouTube to look at stuff, and it will just come up like any other like video in front of you, but it'll just be a post like on Instagram or something like that, like a picture with text, or it'll just be text, or it'll be a poll, something like that. Yeah. And you couldn't find the community post today. I didn't put a community post today, but you can always like go to the page itself and go to the community section to see the posts, but I didn't actually put one today. Yeah, it's a great way to communicate with me. Thank you, Melmac. Okay, you see them. You can't see them on your iPad, not on any content creator's channel. It says your device isn't supported. Well, that's interesting. That's a new one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I am looking for some feedback, constructive feedback from the people watching. And that's a dangerous thing to say on YouTube or any social media, because people sometimes aren't always constructive about it, and nice about it. But, I just want to be honest. I've been on this channel for years now, and it's been a very slow go for me. And other content creators have really helped because they've shared my stuff. But this is, I think, a little bit of it's a hard one to put on YouTube because, number one, people don't always want long format things, and a lot of things are shifting especially this year. They're making things short. People are really wanting shorter format things. So I'm trying to figure out how to please people, how to like keep people's interest and also grow the channel. And I don't want to just be someone who puts out shorts all the time. But unfortunately, it seems like that's what YouTube is rewarding. So, they have their algorithm and they'll push the things that they want, that they think people want. And statistically, people are watching shorts more and more. And so they reward you for putting out shorts, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to figure out what to do, because here I have this channel where we do these weekly things, and sometimes they're a little longer, and I can't always take the time to make shorts. And, I get a minimum amount of views for each show. So I'm trying to figure out what to do, whether it's coming on here once a month, maybe, or twice a month instead. Maybe then people would be more likely to come on, and, maybe familiarity breeds contempt or something. So maybe weekly isn't good. I don't know. I'm just wondering what people want. And all I can think to do is kind of take a poll of the people who are watching. And I do post on Instagram probably once a week. I'll put something. I don't put a lot of random stuff. Like, I don't put a lot of things about like just memes or things about my life. And I would like to be able to do stuff like that. I don't have the time. And sometimes I just think it's kind of like not a good use of time to just be like, here I am walking through a field, or, here's my dog sitting here, if something's really cute, I'll put it on there, but I just unfortunately don't have time to put a lot of stuff on there. So I'll put things that if I do a short, if I do something like that, I'll put it on there. If I do a blog, I'll put as much of the blog as I can, and then a link back to my website, which, by the way, if you're interested in checking out my website, that is where all my stuff is for things like my free guided animal communication. You can get that on my website. Again, it's free. You can download it. That's my website, intuitivetouchanimalcare.com. I am known as the Animal Intuitive, but my website is intuitivetouchanimalcare.com. I do also just want to mention that I go by the Animal Intuitive. That's branding. That's my trademark. So don't get confused. if you see people out there who are using part of that, I have to be careful with my words, but it is a trademarked name, and it seems like it's being used in some places where it's not supposed to be. And I can't necessarily go any further or, immediately. I just want to say, like, be mindful that my website is intuitivetouchanimalcare.com. If you're looking for the Animal Intuitive, that's my website, and I'm Angela Webb. And that's all I'm going to say about that right now. So, okay. And that's also where you can go to book a session with me. I do distance animal communication, private consultations at a distance mostly. And then I also, in my area where I live currently in New Jersey, I do in-home, mostly just my things that require me to be in home, like acupressure and massage, which I'm certified in for pets. And yeah, it seems like the shorts I do better with, a lot of those. And I guess that's people, like someone said here, I think that, yeah, if people's attention spans, they're getting shorter. Personally, you like the in-depth lives and conversations. I do too. I don't like to just sit there and like flip through. Like, I think it's almost stressful to watch short after short. My Instagram is at the Animal Intuitive. Wait, no. And I should know this, right? Hold on. I gotta go check it out. It's at the Animal Intuitive. Yeah, at the Animal Intuitive and Web. That's my Instagram. And I'm also on Facebook. That's at the Animal Intuitive. Again, I don't do a ton on there, but okay, thank you. Sure, yep. Feel free to send feedback. I appreciate that. Thank you. And maybe use your pets for shorts. Maybe pick a pet kind of thing and do a short. Okay. And okay. And I do have shorts on here too. There's some backlog of them on here if people like those. Okay. Alrighty. So I guess, Tammy, what you're thinking, you probably can't get on here. Yes, I see them. Community posts. Just connecting with her, the blonde Shih Tzu. And let me go back to your question again, because I already forgot the question. I would really like to see how Lady is doing. She also did something to her paw, not exactly what, but limping. Okay. I wish I could pull her off my computer, but I think I won't be able to grab the picture easily. So I know I have it, but let me see if I can grab it. Yeah, I like the discussions. Like, I love going on, I like true crime. A lot of you do too. I see you in the true crime groups. That's how a lot of you came here, because of our friends in true crime. And, I like some of those talks that we have, like with Alex, and become friends with people. But I guess it's the algorithm. Tammy. Okay, for some reason. Oh, are you coming on? See the whoops. Oh, hi, Tammy. Hi. You decided to come on. Great. Wonderful.
Well, I really didn't want my picture on here, but I'm going to show you Lady.
Oh, great. Okay. Because I was trying to get it up and I couldn't, so that's great. Where is she?
Oh.
I see toys. Oh, I think I see fur. Wait. I think you're too far to the left. I think she's more to the right, maybe. I see like a leg or... Yeah, there we go. Is she white? She looks gray.
She's blonde. Maybe.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, is that better?
There we go. Oh, I see. Yeah, now I can see. Okay. Hi. Okay. Now, again, my disclaimer, if you have concern, I know sometimes when they're limping, like initially it's like if you've ever had it happen, if you have a dog, sometimes we, you, I'm not saying to do this. I'm just saying I know you're probably like, if it just happened to, you're like, wait, let me just see if this kind of goes away. Because I don't mean not to have them go to the vet, but I'm assuming that it
Yeah.
just kind of happened and you're like, oh, wait, is this something that's going to
Mhm.
like go away in a minute? Because that has happened with my dog, like where it's like there and then all of a sudden she's fine. So
Yeah.
I just get strain, like I'm hearing like it tweaked.
Okay.
Something she stepped on tweaked it. Like she stepped on something uneven and I'm seeing like a steps. So I don't know if she slipped on the step and because I'm getting like uneven and it looks like going from one step to the next step and then
Okay.
tweaked.
So it's
So
more of a spring.
yeah, of course, keep an eye on it. If it doesn't seem to be getting better right away, in the next, again, not giving advice, but you know her.
Yeah.
You know what to do. But it feels like it tweaked. I'm not getting like a major. I'm not
Maybe a
getting
nerve.
anything huge. Yeah, it could be aggravated. Um,
She had some stuff in there, a little bit of it almost looked like um a little bit from her ear, kind of like wax. So I cut that out, put that out. But yeah, that didn't.
just seeing if there's anything else she says. This is a little strange. Did she at some point get into beer or smell
No.
beer or smell it?
Um,
Has she ever been around it? Because I'm smelling beer. Like,
that's funny. Um, there is beer here, but I'm not sure how she would smell it unless it was just something in the trash can.
it's like she wants it. Like I'm smelling it and she's saying she likes the smell of beer. Like she wants to drink
How
beer.
funny.
She's interested in that. Um, I'm being asked how old she is.
You're asking her?
No, someone was asking how old she is. Goodnight Owl was asking.
I can only guess about 13.
Okay.
I'm having to cut her myself, so sorry for the awful job.
Oh, no worries. I'm hearing you the best I can. There's a little bit of like interference, but I can hear you pretty well.
Okay.
Anything else you wanted to ask her, or just kind of generally also was you're wondering how she's doing?
Yeah, just generally because she's got tons of issues and I'm trying to microdose her and I'm hoping I cut it back. I'm hoping that's helping her.
I'm not sure what you mean by microdoser. I'm getting like she's tired. I feel like a tiredness.
She's always tired. Yes.
Yeah.
The microdosing, she's on a herbal thing for her Cushing's disease.
Okay.
And it seems like if I give her too much, she really goes in circles. But if I don't give her too much, then she doesn't. And that's the whole point of giving it to her, is so she doesn't.
So she doesn't do what?
So, like the dose that basically says you should give her is too much for her.
Okay.
It actually causes her to go in circles more.
Circles.
And
okay.
That's the Cushing's. So that's what I'm trying to prevent.
Okay. Yeah, I just get like a heaviness.
I don't know what else to give her. Really. She eats well. She sleeps well.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sleep.
Maybe she'll sleep well. I don't want her to sleep anymore. I don't know about beer.
Again, I'm not trying to give any sort of
No.
directive as far as like recommendations or anything, but have you looked into a raw diet for her?
She doesn't do well on raw.
Okay.
Whew, I'm standing on my head. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. So I was only saying that because sometimes, dogs who have that issue do well on that.
I tried
like,
it.
Helps.
It didn't do well for her.
It didn't do well for her.
On the other end.
Okay. Okay, I'm
it's
sorry.
hamburger and eggs. But I appreciate your input. I don't know how to give her more energy.
And I'm sorry if you said this already because we did have a little interference. Have you tried any of the acupressure stuff?
The only one I really remember is the one between the shoulder blades.
Okay, there's a few, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I need to get back to that.
Yeah, because that might help. Just doing something to kind of zing her up.
Okay.
She's got it. Just can help to open channels and get things moving. I don't know if you saw Amy was on last week. She's so great. You might.
I did watch.
She's got some great resources like her books, the Tallgrass Resources books, and I have that link too in my description. That's got like a discount code, but that shows all the different points, and also just I like to talk with people about like what they can do hands-on with their pets because it helps you to feel empowered. It helps you to feel like you're doing something. And it's not just lip service. I mean, you actually are doing something and you actively, and that really helps, I think, when we're concerned about our animals and frustrated because, we've gone to vets and things that aren't maybe working as well as maybe we've hoped. We've tried different things and, as long as we're not doing things that are harmful and certainly acupressure there's usually no reason not to do it. You can always check in with your vet if you're concerned, but that might be helpful to do some points like that.
Before we moved, I was setting up the acupuncture stuff, and it never happened. He was sick, he was this, and it just went out the door.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been in here for a few months. I just need to get back and try to help.
Yeah, sometimes it's just not the right time, and you need to get settled in because you do need to feel like you can, sit down on the floor or the couch with her and be grounded yourself.
Yeah.
But and then I have some videos on here too that might be helpful in the playlist. There's some things of me demonstrating it. You can go to the acupressure playlist. And there's a lot out there. That's what I feel like. There's a lot of things that are available to us. You know, I love holistic vets. That's what I tend to use, or it's what I do use. But I feel like there are things that can help animals, and sometimes we feel, you know, it can help to think about all the options that we do have, even if it's acupuncture with a vet instead of acupressure at home, or,
Right.
you know, things, there's a lot out there. So I also think it's good to join groups for certain issues. Like on Facebook, there's like Cushing's groups where people who've gone through this, you have a community of people who've tried all these things, and they can talk about what's helped their pet, and that can be very helpful, just to have support from other people who've gone through.
She basically takes up my whole morning, and then when she's up at night, she takes my. She's just she's hands on.
Yeah.
So,
That's hard. That's not easy to go through, because we love our pets, and it's hard to watch them go through things like that. I'm so sorry that you're going through that.
Oh, that's okay. It's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure she's okay. You know, I don't need any added injuries.
Right. You're a good mom. You're a good doggy mom. I know you love her.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, and I appreciate all your input all this time, too.
Yeah, and my husband's jumping in. I don't know why he doesn't. I guess he can't put. He's putting his. There's definitely some things. I am quoting someone else that he found, and it says. So this isn't me recommending. Look this up yourself. A combination of melatonin and I don't know what this is. LIGNANS. Linians? L-I-G. I'm going to write it down. Melatonin and LIGNANS. I don't know what site he's looking at, but it says that it offers, he Googled it, melatonin and lignans offer an excellent natural treatment for both Cushing's and atypical Cushing disease in dogs. In fact, supplementing with melatonin and this thing I can't pronounce helps your dog's system return to normal.
Oh.
What, dear?
I'll have to look.
What is it? He won't come on. He's totally camera shy. Like, he will not come on here, and it's like,
I don't want to be on here.
I'm sorry. Thank you for.
No, I appreciate it. I thought, well, I'll try, but
it's not for everybody. Sometimes I don't want to see my face on here either. Trust me. So I understand.
Yeah.
But look into that. I don't know what I haven't heard that myself, but I certainly don't know everything, and I love learning myself. So that's interesting to see that.
I don't think any of that's in her current. I don't want to call it medicine, but it's ashwagandha. I know is in it. But, it seems to really help. But you can. I can't imagine overdosing on that. As far as what they recommend and what I'm giving her, but it's like over time, I really had to cut it back. She acts more normal.
Yeah. Well, everyone's different. It's so Judy Ann Googled it, and Melmac is saying this. Okay, wait. Judy Ann's saying I Googled, and lignans are a compound found in plants. So I don't know. Check it out. It's interesting.
Well, I know melatonin kind of makes you sleepy.
Sleepy, yeah. If you don't want to do that anymore, maybe. And you're saying flax seeds are full of lignans. I thought it sounded familiar, but I didn't. Yeah, I thought it did sound familiar. But also look into herbal, traditional Chinese medicine herbs, and also mushrooms might be. I don't know what's going on with mushrooms and Cushing's. I'm not up on that, but that might be something just to research, see if that's something that they're recommending, the vets are recommending for that, the holistic vets.
Okay. Yeah, I've kind of gotten away from the vet a little bit. I mean, lots of money gone out the door there. She didn't like that medicine either. So I
Oh.
just did the herbal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
She was crashing into doors and everything else.
Oh my
But,
goodness. Oh.
yeah. So she's
Okay.
doing good for her age, I suppose. Maybe little teeny taste of beer.
I know, right? Definitely not saying give her beer. I don't know. Maybe there's
I
something
know you're
in
not.
beer. Maybe it's something that I don't know.
Maybe
Look
the
it up.
barley.
Maybe barley, maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, look. You never know. There's sometimes I get things when I'm talking to animals that don't make any sense at all, and that's why I just say stuff, because a lot of times it's the things I don't understand that end up being the important things.
If anything piques her interest at all,
Mm-hmm.
I'm there. One little taste isn't going to hurt. You know, that's something she's interested. One little taste. Okay, there you go.
And also people are saying it's in flaxseed, could be added to food. The oil of flax seeds, maybe cold pressed flaxseed oil. So maybe Google that and see if that's something that that's not something personally I've given, so I don't know. But
I mean, I've taken it and stuff, but she's very picky with what you're putting in her food.
yeah.
So I'd have to be through syringe or something.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you got one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not gonna. Yeah. She's just way too picky. But,
Oh,
well, thank you so
I'm
much.
sorry. Well, let us know how she's doing
Okay.
when
I
you have a
will. I watch
chance.
you all the time.
Thank you so much. I'm so appreciative of that. Thank you. I really do mean that. Thank you. All right.
Okay,
Thank you for
nice to
putting
meet
her on.
you.
You too. Thank you.
Have a good
Good night. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in and Googling. Okay, so I'm just seeing if there's anything else. Okay, I don't see anything I missed, I don't think. But let me know if I missed anything in the chat. And yeah, I appreciate everyone being here and just supporting each other. And, that's why I think it's really important, especially when people are having stuff going on with their fur babies. It's really hard, and I understand that. So I just think it's good when people can support each other. Because, I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes you find it out in the world, people don't quite understand always how much we love our little fur babies. And my husband is texting me things that I don't like. He's sending me a video. Like, I'm gonna sit here and I appreciate it, dear, but I can't really watch a video while I'm on, and I don't know, Melmac. I appreciate it, but I appreciate people jumping in. I don't know how great it was, but so everybody, yeah. So let me know what you think. If there's things you want to see on here and what's working for you, and be nice, please. You can also email me at ann@intuitivetouchanimalcare.com. And alrighty, well, I also want to mention I do have a group class coming up, level 1 group class coming up at the end of February. You can find all of my classes if you go through my website at intuitivetouchanimalcare.com. If you go to the courses page, it'll take you can see all the courses there. Right now I'm housing those on a different site, but I'd like people to go to my site. I don't want to put that site's name out anymore because I don't know how long I'm going to stay on there. I might end up moving them back onto my site, so I don't want you to be lost if you come on here later and go to look on that education site and they're not there. So if you go to my site, intuitivetouchanimalcare.com, it will always be a way to get to my courses. So, okay. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. And have a wonderful night. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, definitely. We'd love to have you take a class. And I do have private courses too, where I do one-to-one distance teaching. And then I also have this class, which is on this website, intuitivetouchanimalcare.com. Animal communication, acupressure, and mindfulness for you and your pets. It's a downloadable course, so you could just, you can get that at any time. And there are options on there for payments too, so you can split them up. Check that out. And that course is a level 1 intro. It's counted as that. So if you ever want to take a level 2 with me, it would count as that. You just have to pass a little quiz and, you know, answer some questions and things, and you'll be prepared to go on to the level 2. All right. Thank you, Melmac. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Give your fur babies a hug and a kiss from me. You're welcome. Good night, everybody.
Rub my back.